Good Sunday morning, friends and neighbors, and welcome to Real Estate Radio with Kelly Warren and Associates. Friends, this is where the Valley's favorite real estate agent comes to tell you everything you need to know about buying or selling your home. Now, here are your hosts this morning, Kelly Warren and Jim Warren.
Good morning and welcome to Real Estate Radio, where we talk about real estate right here in the Mahoning Valley with Kelly Warren and Associates. If you're looking for our contact information, you can, of course, find us online at kellysoldit.com or give us a call or text at 330-717-2689. So happy Sunday, Easter morning, handsome Jim. I was going to call you Big Jim. I say Big Jim at home.
Yeah,
handsome Jim
you
here.
always say Big Jim. So
okay. We're going with Handsome Jim. It's your new radio name.
It confuses me.
So it's Easter, and
Easter Sunday is one of my favorite days.
I was going to say it's my favorite.
Is it really?
Yeah. So if we're like ranking holidays, Christmas, it's Christmas. So, but Easter is like 1.5. It's like my second one, but not far behind.
Huh. Yeah, I think Easter is my favorite.
Really?
Well, just because of the meaning behind Easter to me
okay.
is so important. And, obviously Easter Sunday and, the reason that we're Catholics and Christians and stuff like that is because of Easter Sunday.
Yes, Easter is that. So. Easter is also, to me, it's hope, it's new beginning, which is its religious reason, but it's also with the spring and, things are coming back to life and back to season, and there's a little warmth in the air, and just, I love the turning point of the season.
That's a good way to tie Easter into real estate.
Right? So, well, I always say I don't go by the calendar year, I go by holidays, and Easter is the spring market. So whether Easter is earlier in the season and at the end of March or like this year and at the end of April, Easter is when people are suddenly like the phones are ringing more, the homes are coming on the market. It is that tipping point in the market. You can feel the activity level change.
Well, we felt it a couple of weeks ago.
Well, yeah.
I think it's the calendar years where it really starts to pick up because the days start to get nicer earlier and stuff. And Easter's late this year. Easter being pushed back. We have it in March sometimes, and now this is the end of April. It's almost May. Mm-hmm. So
yeah, I'm ready. It's fun. So that all ties in with our topic this week, because our topic is the hot spring market. So spring market, welcome to spring, jump into spring. I don't know what we're calling this, but spring, yay.
We just make them up as we go.
Pretty much. So I know, thank you for tuning in this morning, because I know as you're probably doing like our house, shoving turkeys in the oven and, finding Easter baskets and getting ready, we host. So we've got like 40 to 50 people coming over. Yeah.
I love our Easter traditions. I love what we do. I love how we bring the kids into, how we teach them of our faith and all that fun stuff. And then obviously the big Easter egg hunt we always do at our house. And we've done that for
17 years.
Yeah, since Jimmy and Joey. Yeah. We were the first ones in our families to have little kids. So.
Right. And I figured by the time our oldest boys, which are the oldest of the grandkids, and there's 20 some with all the cousins and our kids. I felt like since ours were the oldest ones, I felt like if we didn't start doing something and start a tradition, then, by the time there were more kids, that our kids would start being teenagers. And that is what's happened. So the youngest ones this year, there was one just born, and there's 1-year-olds, and there's 2 and 3 and 4 and 5-year-olds, and all the way up. And now our boys are 17 and 18 and not enjoying Easter egg hunts anymore. So.
But no, I think it's a good tradition on how we do it with our family. And, we do the Easter egg hunt with them, and then we do the little story of Jesus in the beginning. And I think that's a lot of fun.
Fun.
Nice.
So as you're doing those things at home and you're looking around your house and you're thinking, it's spring, I want to move. This is the time of year. We've been saying it for weeks about talking about getting ready and getting the outside of your house ready and what do you need to do to sell. And so now we're going to actually dive into the spring market and what that looks like and what you need to do to buy or sell a home this year. So step one, obviously, give us a call or a text, 330-717-2689, or online at
KellySoldIt.com.
That's KellySoldIt.com. You can check out our website because it does have a list of things that you can do to get your house ready for sale. And you can take a look at that and you can put in a request right online or via phone call to ask for a free market analysis. So basically what that is we come by, quick little visit, tour the house, talk to you a little bit about what your home is worth, almost like a mini appraisal. These are the comps. These are what other homes are selling for. This is what your house is worth in current condition. Here's a couple things that you can do to improve value or make it sell quicker. We talk to you about marketing and timeline and all that good stuff and get you going. So now's the time to do that, because what happens typically with the spring market is the buyers show up. The weather breaks. The buyers are stir crazy.
Yeah,
They've got that cabin fever. The phones start ringing.
Yep, they've started ringing. I could tell, and I was going over our pending transactions with the office, today or yesterday, and
our pendings are up huge, and a lot on buyer sides.
Yeah, we've just had so many hit. Like, the buyers are out there, they're ready, and now is the time. Now's when everybody starts to put their house on the market. What
happens too is that the homes aren't on the market yet. The buyers think spring before the sellers think spring. So for the last month, the buyers have been thinking, I'm going to move this summer. I got to start looking at stuff now. They're out looking at houses that have been on the market over the winter and that are kind of just lingering. We need new inventory, you know. Yeah. The sellers start thinking, I'm going to put my house in the market in the spring, and they start thinking, well, after Easter I'll paint and I'll plant some flowers, and they don't really go on the market till May or June, and we've got buyers looking and purchasing right now. Yeah. So my best advice to anybody listening is, don't wait. Get on the market now.
Call us.
Yes. You're going to get the most money for your house right now. The competition is low. It is a seller's market in most of our markets. Interest rates have been hanging out pretty low. Do you know what they are right now?
I know that they went back down.
4.25-ish. They are down. Yeah.
We're not loan officers.
So. No, we're not. But
we'll get you in touch with someone who will.
Right. So the buyers are buying. It is a good time to be doing that. The Welcome Home Grant was just available. There's some other first-time buyer money available. It's a good time to be a buyer, and there's not that much inventory for them. Yeah. So that means it's a really good time to be a seller, because you're going to get the most amount of money for your home. So those things that you want to do to your house to freshen it up for spring, my advice overall is either do them quick and get on the market, or get on the market, and then while you're on market, touch things up after you're listed. You can keep making improvements while the house is on the market.
Depending on what it is, like if it's little things here and there, that's something that you can do quick every single day, things like that. Like, for example, painting, things of that nature. Well, that's something you can do while you're on the market. Like, someone walks into a house and you have a half painted wall, like they're like, oh, that's a nice color. I see where they're going with this, But if you have to rebuild something, rebuild a garage or something like that.
It's usually the outside projects that seem to hold sellers off. Like, I got to stain the deck, or I'm going to mulch the flower beds, or, a piece of the siding blew off in that insane storm we had last week. So things like that, where get on the market. We can take the pictures and avoid your missing piece of siding, and we can put it back up, this week after you're on the market. It doesn't have to be something that holds you away for weeks.
Yeah. Flower beds and stuff like that is one of those things that can be done in the process. Like, obviously that's something that buyers do know, hey, it might be too early to redo the flower bed yet, and that's why it's not done. So that's why that's a good one, is things like that. Put the house on the market, because there's such a demand out there right now, and that's something you can do next week or whatever when you're,
Another tip for if you're a buyer and you're looking and you're not seeing all the inventory that you want to see. So one tip is, maybe wait a few weeks, because homes will be coming on the market. They always do. This is the time of year. So don't jump into just the limited inventory right now. If you're not in love with something, give it a few weeks. Although I say that, and if you are in love with something and you're undecided and you're wondering, will something better come up? If it's a house that you love, don't wait, because it won't be there. Other people will be buying it. So only wait if you're not sold on the house and if you've got some time on your side. But the inventory will be coming. And the other thing for buyers, some suggestion is to give us a call, 330-717-2689, because I want you working with one of our buyer's agents where we can give you the most up-to-date information. Julie, one of our buyer's agents, was telling me this week that she's working with a client who had been previously working with another agent, and they parted ways, but she said the other agent is still sending her market updates, new listings, but they're coming a day after what Julie sends her. So she's getting the same house twice, but there, for some reason, is a lag from the other agent. Yeah. So our team knows to get you that information the second it hits the market, because these good houses are selling in a day right now.
Well,
so you don't want to be out because you didn't see it on time. And we also know what's coming up. We're talking to sellers like our listeners who are thinking about selling this spring, who don't have their houses on the market yet. So we've got our eye on the inventory. We know what's coming. So we know if you're looking for something, we might be able to help you find that as they're in the pre-marketing stages.
Yeah. Well, we've been preparing for this for the last few months.
18 years.
Well, I mean, teaching our agents like, hey, this is the time. Be prepared, be ready, be first, have the up-to-date information in your clients' hands as fast as possible.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Good job, Big Jim. All right, we've got some home picks of the week for you.
It's Handsome Pants.
Oh.
Now, my radio name is Handsome Pants Jim. My home name is Big Jim.
Handsome Pants Jim, my co-host here. Anyhow, these houses, I want to go the other way around. These houses are lake houses, because I am in the mood for spring. I'm ready for spring and summer. And so my heart is at the water. And so we've got two fantastic Lake Milton properties for you. These are great for either year-round living, or a lot of times people use these as a second home or a little vacation destination. So mine, I'll let Jim go first.
Oh.
You go first.
You confused me. I didn't.
I'm sorry.
You were
go.
like on a roll. Okay. So mine, I've been to this one. This is 833 Harbor Avenue in Lake Milton. It is a nice house. It is 3 bedrooms, 1 bath. This one, what I liked about this when I was there is I could see the water.
Yes, you do have, you're across the street from the water, so the water's not right out your back door, but you've got a view of the water from a couple of places inside and from outside. And then you also have walking distance. There's a little trail between those houses that you can get down to the water and everything.
Yeah. So that was nice. It's 1,200 square feet. It's currently listed at $115,500.
I think that's a steal. I think that's a hot price for that house.
That is a good deal.
Move-in ready, real cute and clean, newer siding, that kind of stuff. I mean, it's really an adorable little house.
Yeah, it's a cute house. I mean, like I said, 3 bedrooms, 1 bath. It's only $115,500.
Open kitchen. It has a dining room, has a little den office room. First floor laundry, because some of those lake houses have those older basements. So you've got your laundry right on the first floor, which is great. Decent sized yard. You've got a little deck, and you can have a little fire pit or whatever there. So you can feel like you're camping out at your own house or your cottage or whatever. So that is 833 Harbor.
Harbor. Yep. Yes. Harbor Avenue in Lake Milton. 115.
Okay. So my home pick, this is brand new listing. We just put this on the market yesterday. 2260 Heston Drive, Lake Milton. We are at $214,900.
That one looks nice.
He's like looking across the table.
I haven't seen that one
yet. This is on the water. This is adjacent to state property, and then the water is right there. So you walk out your door. You do not have to walk through anybody else's yards. Your backyard touches the state property, and the state property is where the lake is. So you've got a dock right there as well. This has a shed, so your backyard, nice big back deck, nice big yard. You can have all of your summer sports and cornhole and stuff like that. And then you keep on walking right to your dock. You've got view of the water from different rooms in the house and from the deck. So not only do you have the view, you have the dock, you have a nice sized yard, you are waterfront. This is a 2-bedroom, 2 to 3 bedrooms, depending on how you want to use the rooms. It is a ranch, no basement, it's a slab. The yard is 50 by 220, but then, like I said, it's got that state property behind it. Nobody can build on that or use it. So you feel like you have a lot more property and you only have to maintain your lot. We're just about 1,500 square feet.
That's my favorite.
Yes.
I love seeing everybody else's nice stuff that they have to work hard for.
Right. You don't have to pay taxes on it. You don't have to cut the grass on it, and you get to look at it. Same
I'm
with
so
the
wrong.
lake. And both of these, what's great about Lake Milton is it's really kind of built up. It's got the wineries, the golf course, the live music.
Yeah.
There's fireworks shows. People are boating and having a good time. There's a couple of those little mom and pop restaurants. Easy access to the turnpikes. Can't ask for much more, right?
Yeah, I love the water.
My parents have a little place over there, so we like to spend some time by the lake too.
Yeah. I like being on the boat.
Yes.
Like I said, my goal is to retire on a boat.
That is not my goal, folks.
Not a lake boat, on like an ocean boat. Maybe
Right.
on like a cruise ship. Maybe I'll just make enough money where I could just live on a cruise ship forever. And have people like serve
Go
me
ahead,
and
I'll
clean
come
my
visit you once a year. So if you're interested in either of these Lake Milton properties or any property at the lake or anywhere, we'd be happy to help you out. You can find our listings online at kellysoldit.com. We're going to take a little break in a minute, and then we'll come back to our spring topic, and we have some questions from some listeners that I want to get into on this Easter Sunday morning. So stay tuned. If you've got real estate questions, you can send them to us at askkelly@kellysoldit.com. And you can find us online at kellysoldit.com. Jim's waiting to echo me.
That's what I was going to say, kellysoldit.com.
Okay. We'll be back in just a minute, folks.
Hey, if you need to sell your home without all the headaches most people experience, hey, Sean Hannity here to tell you that after years of buying, selling, investing millions of dollars in real estate, that all real estate agents do not operate the same way. Now, what makes the difference between a home selling fast and for top dollar and one that sits on the market for months and doesn't even sell at all? Well, you have a great American right in your backyard that I trust if I needed to sell my home. I'm talking about Kelly Warren with Kelly Warren and Associates Real Estate Solutions. She services the entire Mahoning Valley, attracts hundreds of buyers every week, and sells an average 3 homes every week. Kelly spends thousands of dollars every month and creates demand for your home, which makes it sell faster and for more money. Don't play games with your home. Call Kelly at 330-717-2689. That's 330-717-2689 or online at kellysoldit.com. That's kellysoldit.com.
Welcome back to Real Estate Radio with Kelly Warren and Associates, where we are talking about the spring real estate market right here in our valley. In a minute, we're going to get to some questions from our listeners. So if you have any real estate related questions, you can email us at askkelly@kellysoldit.com. We're not attorneys. We're not loan officers. We are real estate agents, but we're happy to answer any of your real estate questions, either online or via email response. So we're going to go through a couple that have been sent in the last week.
Are we doing those now?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Thanks, Handsome Jim. This segment brought to you by Handsome Jim.
Listen, I'll have to pay for that. Let's not sponsor me yet. Okay. Question 1. This one just says, when is the best time strategically to put my home up for sale?
Okay. When is the best time to put my home up for sale?
I have one thing.
Yes.
So every time someone asks you when the best time to sell your house is, it's always right now.
My answer is always right now.
Always right now.
You know what? The real estate market is unpredictable. You don't know what it's going to be like in 6 months or in a year or in 3 years. So whenever it's the best time for your family, whenever it's the best time for you, whenever it's the time for you to move, then that's the time to sell. But right now, the real estate market is hot. It is spring. This is the time to do it. You're going to get the most money for your house right now than I could predict you getting in the next year. So,
You are so funny.
so I love that question. We get that question often.
We do.
The answer isn't always right now. If you're asking me that on December 19th, I'm going to tell you to wait until after the holidays because your first week will kind of be a bust. But,
Right.
but anyway, aside from that, the answer is right now. We're having a hot spring. The market's only going to get better over the next couple of weeks and months. And so I would encourage you to do so now. I'm going to respond to your email because obviously I want to come out and talk to you and get things started with you.
So my thing is there are always good times to put your house on the market. Like, it doesn't matter when it is. If you need to sell your home, put it on the market now. Even if we're in the middle of the summer, we're in the middle of the winter, because like you said, in the wintertime, if someone's looking to buy your house, it's a serious buyer. You're most likely going to have a serious offer.
Right.
The springtime, a lot of buyers are out because they want fresh and new and a new feel and a new look and expand their wings and grow their family.
Well, we just talked about that, about all the buyers that are out there for the spring right now, and the listing inventory isn't quite out there right now. So if you want to get ahead of the curve and get ahead of the other sellers that are coming on the market in May and June, now's the best time.
Yeah. So, and even in the summer, like if you haven't put it on yet, there's still those buyers who didn't find anything in the spring, and you want to put your house on the market. Your house might be the one that those buyers want.
There's a continuous ebb and flow to the market. You know, every other month it's up and down, and I know you people can't see my hand motions, but I am moving my hand up and down. So the market is constantly changing, and now is a good time.
Yeah.
Okay,
so,
what's our next question?
Okay, the next one. Jay from Boardman wrote, what's the market like for multifamily properties right now? I heard your investor segment a few weeks ago. I have a few duplexes I may want to sell if I can get the right price for them.
Well, Jay, I have a few buyers who might like to buy those, including Handsome Jim. He's been trying to pick up some multifamilies. So the market for multifamilies is always a little bit different than the market for commercial. The spring market doesn't impact it as much. But right now there is not much multifamily on the market at all. There's not much on the market in general at all. Investors have been sitting there waiting for good deals to come on the market. So you as an investor that's selling, you may be able to get more money for your properties now because there's not much available. You also, putting them on priced right, would sell them quicker than normal, because normally a duplex or a multifamily does sit a little bit longer than an individual, a single family home. Yeah. But right now, with there being so few properties available, price it right, it'll sell quick.
Yeah. The investor market, or the investor buyer, there's not as many of those as there are home buyers. Mm-hmm. So
it takes a special buyer. You've got to have a different approval. You need to be willing to be a landlord and get into that investing in real estate. So it's a slimmer buyer pool.
Yep. Cool. So this one, I was looking at this question. I like this one. Lena from Ohio. She's in all of Ohio.
All of Ohio. Thank you, Lena, for listening. I hope that you are local Ohio, and if you're not, spread the word. We love it.
I thought that was funny. Like everybody else is from Boardman or Canfield or whatever. This one's Lena from Ohio.
Okay.
I thought that was cool.
Well, there might be a Lena in Florida, so.
This is the Ohio one.
Okay,
Don't
I know.
Get her confused with the Florida Lena. It'll be very confusing to people.
All right, what's Lena want to know?
What are the requirements to get pre-approved for a home loan?
Okay. Lending requirements are, you know what, the shortest way to answer that, you got to have some money in the bank, you got to have some credit, and you got to have a job. That's like the overall. I know our loan officers will break that down into 100 other things, but some reserves, some cash, some funds, some money.
Right.
A job, you have to show that you have continual stream of income coming in.
Right.
So whether it's a job or not, you have to have an income stream. And then you need to have a decent credit score. Right now, the banks love people at 620 and above. There are a few programs that will lend below 620, but they'll have to look at your package a little bit different. Different things like income to debt ratio affect your credit. They want to see tax returns. So you can start gathering. If you haven't talked to a loan officer yet, I'll respond to you. We can put you in touch with somebody. But you can start gathering your last couple of pay stubs, your last couple of tax years, start looking at things like that. Those are the things that they're going to want from you. They'll need your social to pull your credit and see where you're at there. But overall, that's what the requirements are.
Yeah, there's a ton of different things that can go into that. And to say, what do I need to be approved? Like, you need the same thing everybody needs. You have to have a job, money, ability to pay off your loan.
That's the short list.
Yep.
That's I can't make it any more simple than that. Yep. Depending on your situation, other things sometimes come into play. If there's been a bankruptcy, they might want to see discharge papers. If there's been a divorce, they might want to see papers. If there's been student loans, they might want to see papers.
And we sit here and we easily say you need a job, but if you are collecting income from other sources, it doesn't technically have to be a job.
Right.
So there's all kinds of different things that can go into getting you pre-approved to purchase a home, and we highly recommend that you call us and go to kellysoda.com, and we will get you in touch with a loan officer. We can make sure that you are well taken care of, and by the end of a conversation with the loan officer, whether it's something that's going to be feasible or not.
Right.
So.
And a lot of our local lenders, too, what I love is if for some reason they can't finance you today, they'll point you in the right direction of do this and this and this, and then we'll revisit it in 6 months. So get started. That's the first thing you're asking a good question, because you know that you need to get started with the pre-approval.
Yeah. Cool. All right. This was a good one, too.
Okay.
This is Harold from Hartford asked, is Barbara Corcoran married?
Oh, how cute is that, Harold? I'd love to fix you up with her, but she is married.
Hold on. If she's getting fixed up with anybody, handsome Jim, hello.
She loves to flirt with Jim. I get questions about Barbara all the time. Questions like, is she married, or does she have kids, or is she, really as down to earth as she seems? And the answer is yes to all of it. Whatever you're asking, the answer is yes. Except for I do not have ties to the Shark Tank show, and I cannot help your invention get online. That answer is no. But Barbara's been married to Bill for longer than Jim and I have been married. I just spent last week a couple days in New York City with Barbara. So if you're one of our television watchers as well as radio listeners, or if you want to see the new commercial, it will be out in a few weeks, and it will be on our website and our Facebook. You can go on Facebook and search Kelly Warren and Associates and like our page on our kellysoldit.com, and we also air them on TV. So in a few weeks, you'll see the new commercial come on.
So I think it's funny how everybody says, is she down to earth? She is hilarious.
She is so freaking funny.
So we were at the studio, and she was talking to her guys, and they're like, no, we want to do it this way so that we can be done on time. And she was like, I think you guys are wrong. I don't think it's going to work that way. We're not going to be done on time. We got to do it the other way. So it was so funny. She's like, but we'll see.
We'll try it your way if you insist.
Right. It was so funny. She just...
Well, you know what? She's used to getting her way. She's opinionated. She's a very sharp businesswoman, which is how she's got here.
She knows what she's talking about.
Yes,
So.
she is sarcastic and witty and funny, and she's got the mouth of a trucker, and I love all of that about her.
Yeah.
When I think back, like her background being in real estate in the 70s in New York City, I am sure that she did so many deals with so many high-powered men. It was a men's industry then. And
when you're selling New York City, like it's not...
You got to play hardball.
Yeah, it's not a chump's game. Like it's serious business. So I thought that was pretty cool. And she is fun. She is very down to earth, in my opinion. I think she's a sweetheart and a really good person. So
yeah. The new segment that'll be coming out with her that you'll be watching for is about her as an investor. So if you're a Shark Tank fan, she does still invest in real estate, and that's, where wealth is built. And we did a whole segment on real estate investing a couple weeks ago. In the next couple weeks, we're going to do a few more real estate investing segments. So watch for Real Estate Radio Investing 2.0 segment. But yeah, so if you're a Shark Tank fan or a Barbara Corcoran fan, thanks for your questions, and thanks for always supporting us, and watch for that new commercial to come out. If you are thinking about buying or selling a home this spring, now is the time. Spring is in the air. I hope you all have a wonderful time with your families and your Easter holiday. And as you prepare your home for the spring market, don't forget to give us a call at 330-717-2689 or online at kellysoldit.com. Thanks for listening.
If you're thinking about selling your home, call the only agent to trust, Kelly Warren. Kelly guarantees to sell your home or she'll buy it. Call 330-717-2689 or go to kellysoldit.com. Join Kelly for Real Estate Radio every Sunday at 8 on 570 WKBN.